Boom, and there's the red light saying go live, and that's where we are. We live up in this thing. So let me start out with my little intro. Then we're gonna come around, let our guests do their intro, and then we're gonna get this thing going on. So hello everyone, I am Paul Wizzo. Like to thank you all for watching, whether you catching it live now or maybe if you catch it later. I appreciate your support either way it go. You like to subscribe to Wizzo Talk, the link is in the description or it's strolling right across the bottom of the screen. Y'all check it on out. Just make sure you hit that notification bell because I post according to my guest availability rather than a fixed schedule. And remember, it is always free, absolutely free, 100% free to follow, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate your support. And if you like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, hey, by all means, hit me up in the comments, in the chat, send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, the Batmobile light, or whatever you got to do. We'll get you on the show. And don't worry about a topic because I got plenty of them. So, with that being said, ain't nobody mad but the devil. We're going to meet our guests and we're going to get this thing going on popping. Coach, go ahead. What you got?
How you doing? Appreciate you having me on. First of all, that was a heck of an intro. Let me step my game up now. With your boy, Coach Lee, STWF Media, STWF Sports, STWF Facebook group page, all the above. You catch us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday night. Monday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights.
Yes. Yes.
Be there, be square. Appreciate you having me as always, though.
Already, that's what's up. I appreciate you. You know, my intro changed so dang on much. Sometimes I just kind of flop it up or whatever. But we just roll with it. Come on with it there, Chocolate Buddha.
Hey man, it's been too long since I've been on here. It's your favorite All-American, R.V.B. Baker Jr., also known as Chocolate Buddha. And if you want to follow me and check out me and do all my stuff, follow Wizzo. He know how to get in contact with me. I want to just say that every time I come here, man, it's almost like a family reunion. Talk to the brother, talk about some real stuff. So, man, I can't wait for us to jump into this and have this conversation, man.
All right, that's what's up, man. And so, guys, I'm gonna read one more thing off, and then we're gonna get it going on popping. So, those of you out there watching, if you put the chat, have anything to talk about, put it off in the chat. Some of you like to ask them, I'll share it on the screen. If you on Facebook, some of the chats may not come through, but they definitely do come through on YouTube. So let me read this, and then we're gonna get on off into it. Wizzo Talk is an unfiltered, unscripted podcast designed for mature audience. If you're uncomfortable with explicit language or direct conversation, this may not be the place for you. We speak openly here without holding back. Don't let strong, explicit words distract you from the powerful message being shared. And I started posting that because of a couple of other different little things. Let me put this over here in. I got somebody else just coming in, so let me give y'all hold up for a second. Let me see who is this. This is Rico. Sound check. Rico.
He's still trying. There he is.
Can you hear us? Rico.
I think we're still having sound problems.
Yeah.
But we can see you, Rico.
We can't hear you. So let me go to my notes right here, guys, so we can get ready to get this thing going here. Let me just stroll and find it right quick. I had it, but I lost it.
Still can't hear you. It might be your headset, Rico. You might have to pull them jokers off.
Yeah, can you hear us? Take your headset off. Y'all, you know how it is when you're going live. You always have a few technical difficulties. So we can't hear you, Rico, but we're going to go on, keep on going on. Try to take your headset off and try to maybe just use the mic. So, guys, what I invited you everyone here for, let me first say this here, that I am not a veteran. So, and I just asked Coach. Coach is not a veteran. We have Rico and Chocolate Buddha that are veterans. So I saw that Pete Hegseth speech in Donald Trump. So what I want to do first before we get off into it is just find out what you guys thought, if y'all seen it, and what do you think about it. And so first I'd like to start with our Chocolate Buddha and let us know. And then just whatever you thought about it, whatever you want to say about it. And I'm going to go to Coach, and if Rico's on by then, and then we're going to open it up for some discussion just to see what you thought about it. What you thought about it, Chocolate Buddha?
Okay, I want to start with a disclaimer first that I'm a 20-year active duty Army veteran. So everything I'm sharing with you is based off of real life experiences. Um, I also want to tell you that unlike the generals and stuff, I'm an old sort, so I might say some colorful language that might upset some people and piss you off, but I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep it real. As far as the speech that we heard, Pete Hegseth, I'm gonna tell you, I was duly disappointed, not just with the words that he said, but the fact that he took these career professionals that's got 30, some of them probably 40 years in the uniform, lead soldiers, to sit them down in a room like some damn schoolboys and
Yeah.
talk to them about shit he don't know that they teach every day. So I took personal offense to it.
Right. All right. That's what's up. All right. Appreciate that, Coach. What was your thoughts on the speech?
Uh, Me not being in the military, but as a civilian, but being in management, I can agree with Chocolate Boot on this. I was watching it, and I was like, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, he brought pretty much all the high ranking people and put them in one room.
Yeah.
That's not a good move.
Mm-mm.
Secondly, just just the way he talked to him, I'm like, that's something. Actually, that's something. If you felt that way, could have been sent out an email.
Yeah.
You have to make a big show about it. It had to be all bravado and then things like that. It's to me, it come off as professional at all, and also to me as a civilian, I was like, I kind of worry about the wrong stuff. Got a whole lot of other files put out. So right here, right now, that's what's on your mind. That's priority. It
Yeah.
didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Got you on that. And as far as it goes with me, I watched it and I was sitting back with my mouth wide open. I was like, this motherfucker. That was like one of the first things come to my mind, and not being a veteran, but like all the Chocolate Buddha was saying, it affects, pretty much all of us, not just the veterans or whatever. And I thought it was such a, not only a waste of money. Rico, I see you in the comments, but appreciate you hollering back at him there, Chocolate Buddha. Uh, to have all of those generals and everybody in one spot like that. I'm like, people, we talked about waste before, and that's just such a waste of money that could have been sent out in an email. And what was he, like a major or something? And come on, man.
Yeah, he probably had like about 6 soldiers under him because he wasn't just a major. And this is not a knock on the National Guard, but he wasn't even active duty.
Mm,
So he wasn't doing all the shit that those full time generals will probably do before they go to the bathroom. And he
right.
talking to them like they don't know shit. And it's
Yeah.
the other way around. He don't know jack.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me ask you this. So I saw that as you guys both just get y'all opinion on this. I saw on the news here in Colleen Fort Hood, I believe it was, um, they interviewed two soldiers, and they was talking about the women that was in the military. They saying that they shouldn't be in comment because they have this thing, never leave a fallen soldier behind, and they can't pull their weight if someone go down. They can't pull them away from harm or danger or whatever. So they were saying that they don't think women should even be in combat roles. So Chocolate Buddha, what's up?
First of all, I promise you, we can go to Fort Bragg right now and I can get you 10 soldiers that Pete Hegseth could never hang with.
Mm,
10 of them, whether they're enlisted or officers. When we talk about females in the military, first of all, it's already been proven that when it comes to combat, we got women that can toe the line. They can do what they need to do to have it done. We got some men that can't do it, but the problem is not about females in the military as much as his
mm-hmm.
personal agenda of what he wants the military to look like. And people can argue with me all they want because I used to work in EO, I worked diversity. His whole focus is about having a white male army. And unfortunately for him, it's never going to happen because number one, women make up 18% of the military.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get that back. And then he want to try to talk about weight limits and stuff. First of all, we are in a new generation army where you don't even need to be fully fit like we used to be in the back of the days to tear some shit up. We got people sitting up there doing drones, taking out half a nation.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Trigger fingers at the house. They're not
Yeah.
even in the location. So his thought about doing all this fighter army is about somebody. How did I put it? Because look, man, I even wrote notes on this shit. I was so mad about it. Just wrote. I was so mad. I got other homework to do. I wrote notes on it.
Yeah.
This dude was like somebody that just got a Porsche 911, brand new,
Yeah.
and he's still so incompetent, insecure. He had to draw flames on the side of it to make it seem like it's tough. That's what he's doing with the military. We
Yeah.
already the baddest organization on the planet, bar none.
Yeah.
China, Russia, bar none. We are those motherfuckers. And
Yeah.
then he's coming here like, no, I'm gonna make it better, dude.
Yeah.
You're not even a thorn in our side, man. We've been doing this.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Coach, what you got on there, Coach?
First of all, that was a hell of an analogy. That was a perfect picture painting. The light bulb was off. Man, you're like, yeah, it's. I'm gonna look at it from a conspiracy standpoint.
Okay.
Considering everything that's going on right now with this deployment of these National Guards and whatnot, I see that as a test run. And if he's so hung up on the physical fitness of this, and that, is that because they plan on going door to door, doing what you need to try to do in order to maintain order? It's something's not adding up. It's in this formula. I look at everything as codes.
Right.
It's a ones and zeros missing in there somewhere. It's not computing properly.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something, Coach Lee. I think you're on the on the pulse of where he's trying to go. But here's the problem with his dumb ass. He can't do that. So you have active duty, you have reserve, and you have National Guard. The National Guard is not at the lowest level, but they belong to the state. So like a lot of shit that they're doing right now, they're not supposed to be doing that because they belong to that state only.
Yeah.
They're playing games. He brought the generals in there to try to get them to back him up to have active duty do that. But guess what? You cannot do that by law. We cannot have our active duty go in there. Our job is to go and win our nation's war, open cans of whoop ass other places, not on our own people. So I believe you. There's some ones and some zeros missing, but there's some common sense missing from him and Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to push something that's not going to happen. They got some people that's hard up to make this happen. That's why some of this stuff is falling through. But I promise you, in that room of generals, admirals, command sergeant majors, I would say the majority of them looking at him like, yeah, we just gonna wait for you to fade out, bro, because you ain't about to do this. We're professionals in this.
Yeah, no doubt. And just if I may, right quick, just say to the viewers out there that's watching right now, hey, if y'all got any comments, put them in the chat. We appreciate it. You got something you want to address to either one of the guys, make sure you share it. I'll share it on the screen, and they also be able to read it themselves. And we'll keep this thing going. So I know it's got some people out there watching. If you're watching on Facebook, hey, make sure you hit that follow button. I appreciate your support. So I'm gonna say this here, and I don't like not, and I ain't not gonna say I ain't never been in. And I'm just speaking, just personally, just openly, whatever. But I cannot freaking even stand him, the president, and Coach. I know we talked before how you respect the office of the president, but I just don't respect him as a president. I know he's a president, Trump, whichever, same thing, So, I just don't. I think this guy is on a whole different agenda. For let me not go there yet. I want to stay on my few little notes right quick before I get off into some free speech, which is another podcast that I got covered up. But Chocolate Buddha, you said something before we got started, and we didn't touch on it. I'm glad you didn't because it was part of my notes. But I want to know, what do you think, and Coach Lee, what do y'all think? The generals, they all sitting there, and this guy is talking all kind of whatever out his ears, out his butt, whatever. I know. What do y'all think the generals are thinking? And I'm sure that some of them voted for Trump. So what do you think they're thinking, the ones that voted for Trump, while he's up here saying this speech? So, Coach, I'm gonna come with you first. Ask you, what do you think was on the general's mind, and what do you think some of the ones that voted for Trump are out there saying?
Three things. First one, definitely, if they had any respect for them, they lost it that day.
Hmm.
The second thing is, if they voted for him, probably some bias remorse right.
Yeah.
And the third thing is, how can you keep the morale of your soldiers intact while
Yeah.
you lost confidence in this administration?
Hmm. Yeah. That's got something. That's something. Chocolate Buddha.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: in the military, we have this thing where we respect the rank because we're trained to do that. We respect the position, but we can do all that and still not give a damn about the person.
Right.
So, with those generals sitting down there, the first thing I think that they thought about was, how stupid can you be, man? If people want to take out the leadership, you just gave them the perfect time to take
Yeah.
us all out. Number
Yep.
two, you could have sent this shit in the email. It's not even worth reading, but you could have sent in the email. You got us sitting here when we got real world shit going on, because these people wasn't just pulled from the United States or the Pentagon. They were
Right.
pulled all over the world
All
and
over the world.
clandestine shit that we're doing that y'all never hear about. They got
Yeah.
real shit going on, real lives on the line. And to touch on what Coach Lee said, the integrity of the force. How do you keep people together?
Yeah.
Everything he talked about was tearing the force apart.
Yeah.
And he's a hypocrite. If you notice, he kind of stepped over himself on a couple of things. He talked about women not being in the military stuff, but then he'd turn around and say the women that got here, they got it from their own and they're doing good stuff. It's like, man, you can't even make up your mind on who you gonna hate.
Yeah.
Which one
Yeah.
is it, bro? You don't like us or you like us? And then when it comes to like the woke thing, because he kept saying that about the woke thing,
Yeah.
this is him telling on himself. If you look at American history and the military, and I want everybody to look this up who's listening, integration and diversity started in the military.
Mm.
Absolutely.
We got Martin Luther King that did his thing, and I'm not knocking that, but when you look at the advancement and diversity, it happened in the military. The triple nickel, the airborne, see, I got that behind me.
Yeah.
The triple nickel started as an all-black airborne unit that got integrated in one of the whitest places you could be at Fort Bragg, and they excelled. Women in the military, we had the wax before in the 70s, and they integrated that. This is before they started giving fair labor in the civilian world. So the military has always been at the tip of the spear as far as making changes, to include the LGBTQ plus. Newsflash for everybody that doesn't know about the military: we've had gays in the military since we had the military.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever since we've had the military, even George, Mr. Stealing Tooth, apple eating ass Washington had gays. They just didn't call them gay back then.
Yeah.
But if you look back, this is just part of the norm. The thing is, we have people that are willing to serve. And I know we were kind of joking about like, oh man, I didn't get in. I should have did
Yeah.
this. Let's be honest about it. Everybody that joins the military pretty much agrees to be an indentured servant for their time that's in there. That is not something that people should just take lightly. And that's not something that people that have common sense will say, oh, yeah, let me just go ahead and sign a blank check with my life and see what happens.
Right.
So I'm not trying to knock myself. I love my 20 years of military. But when I look at civilian stuff, now that I'm a little older and wise, I'm like, shit,
Mm-hmm.
I could have died and been a plaque somewhere and nobody even know about me anymore. But I
Yep.
was willing to do that. So you talk about people that want to serve this. Anybody that's got common sense would say, if they want to serve, I don't care if they black, white, gay, like to wear chandeliers to bed. Let them motherfuckers serve, because only
Yeah.
1% of America is willing to do that.
Yeah.
And that's going to get me off in a whole other tangent of what veterans should get. But this is why it's so important to take care of our veterans, because not everybody's built for that lifestyle. It's crazy.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Any comeback on it, Coach?
I couldn't have said any better than that.
Yeah.
They're valid points. And you're right. If they want to serve, let them serve no matter what it is. 'Cause it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And why would you discourage them? Those that are, you call them indentured servants, but those that ultimately are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. If that's what they want to do, if that's what they want to be their contribution to our society, why would you take that away from them just because they don't want to shave, just because they got a different lifestyle that you may not agree with? It don't make it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Go
I'm,
ahead, Chucky Boo.
I'm gonna tell you, Coach Lee, and again, everything I say, I like people to go out there and challenge me and see if I'm right or if there's something different. Most people that serve, they have this mindset of moving forward. I like to call it leaning forward in the foxhole. Most people that serve, if they hear gunfire, they're gonna look and then they're gonna go toward it.
Yeah,
If they see somebody that's hurting, they're not gonna ask who that is or what's their affiliation or what their gender is. They're gonna go up and say, "Hey, can I help you?" Because there's just something in us that makes us. I like to call it a hero complex.
yeah,
We just feel we them motherfuckers.
yeah,
Oh, you need my help? I got you. Oh, y'all fighting? We fighting too. We don't think about the precautions that we should be taking because our minds are a little different. And once you've been through basic training and you have that trauma bond with other people like that, that's a special American. That's a
yeah,
special citizen
yeah,
because no matter how they look at the world, their mind's going to click in that way that I got to go forward and do something.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna say this, Chocolate Buddha. The general was Austin something. Austin, the one that for Biden
Lloyd
appointed.
Austin.
Lord
Lloyd
Austin.
Austin.
Now, the Republicans fought off and did not want him up there at all, and did not want him at all. And then here you are, you have Pete up there, which was, I think they say was doing the Fox News shit or whatever.
That's
But
what
my
he was
thing,
doing.
yeah, but my thing is, you Chocolate Buddha, and I already know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. I know how highly you speak of the military, and for kids that don't have anything going on, why not join? So my question to you is, under this leadership, do you still feel the same way about encouraging a kid that's 18, don't have anything going for him in life to join the military? If you still feel that way, why? Under
Well,
this administration.
no, number one, I do because the administration doesn't change the military lifestyle. The administration is going to change. That is a given. He is not a king. Pete Hegseth is not little Lord Fauntleroy that's going to be able to keep his position. That's going to change. But the one thing that stays constant is our mission in the military. Our mission in the military is to win our nation's wars. Our mission for leaders in the military is the accomplishment of that mission and the welfare of the soldiers. Those things are not going to change. So when it comes to people joining the military, now more than ever, I say join. Don't let the bullshit that's going on right now stop you from getting in because that's, to me, we talk conspiracy. That's what I think he's trying to do. He's trying to stop black, brown, women, Latinos, people that have a conscience to join so they can miss out on those benefits of being a veteran. He's
Right.
trying to discourage them to be from being all that they can be. And I say now more than ever, you need to join. If you still feel that college is not right for you, or if you don't have a job, don't let these people up there stop you from getting your benefits. Join, because that's what he's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you talk to most veterans from my background, joining the military is a lifesaver. I went from being on welfare to being able to see the world.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So tell them to still join no matter who's in leadership because the mission is not going to change.
The mission
All
is
right.
not going to change.
Right. And to say to our viewers out there that's watching right now, if you're watching this on Facebook and you're trying to post in the chat, some of them, the comments don't come through. So hit that subscribe link that's off in the description. And the ones from YouTube, if you posting anything in the chat, if you have a comment, it will come through and we will be able to see it. And if you're watching it from Facebook, just make sure you go ahead on and hit that follow button because you never know what in the world you're going to get here on Wizzo Talk. I appreciate it. And Chocolate Buddha, you said that you had you had some notes and some things that you wanted to go on and bring up. So let me go and hit you because I always did a little research, but I want to make sure you get some because you're like the inside man, the veteran right here, So I want to make sure that we cover some of your talking points, and that way, me and Coach Lee and the people that's watching now can hear something from a veteran that's coming on until Rico come on, who's also a 20+ year veteran. So what you got, Chocolate Buddha?
Okay, I'm kind of like Walter Cronkite. I've been taking a whole bunch of notes and shit. So you want me to read all of them, or you just want me to hit a couple of them? I try to keep it to one page.
Well,
But like I said, this Joker had me doing homework on his ass.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man.
Right. Well, we want you to just throw out whatever it is you got out there. Coach is here for about an hour and a half. I'm here till I get tired. I got my chicken in there on the oven. It's on a timer. So I eat that shit when I get off of here. So I want to make sure, like I say, I try to get all the meat off the bone we can. And people may watch this now, or they may watch it later. A lot of people kind of in the shorts. But my point is, I want you to get out what's on your mind as a 20-year veteran. Get that shit out. And me and Coach will comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with 5 off the message, and
Run
then
it.
if we have some time, I hit you with some more of the things that I wrote down. How about that?
Run it.
Okay, the first thing, Secretary Pete Hegseth, I called it hypocrisy on display, because there's a whole bunch of hypocrisy going on in that speech. The first thing I got, bottom line up front, at his direction, he's making the Department of Defense the man show for the military. That's what I got from that whole thing. The next thing I wrote was, he said that the position should be based on merit. Yeah, he's the most unqualified Secretary of Defense in the history of our military, bar none. The most unqualified. At his direction, and this is from him, toxic leadership is okay now. All the stuff that we changed about beating on soldiers, treating them unprofessionally stuff, he said, no, we need to bring that back and make excuses for these toxic leaders. He said that shit.
Yeah.
Next thing, this dude, Mr. Fox News, is great at reading teleprompters, but terrible at understanding what true leadership is about. Leadership is the ability to get people to follow your direction by giving them motivation, task, and purpose, not by fear, not by threats. And he threatened the generals twice that I counted on that thing. And the last thing I'm going to say, and I'll leave the other ones to the next time you give me a time to spill, is something I kind of talked about already. He is trying so hard, Pete Hegseth, trying so hard to look like a soldier, he's coming off looking like a civilian. Like someone who just got a new Porsche 911 GTS, but feels so secure, he had to hand paint some flames on the damn car. And that's just my first 5 bullets.
I
got from that.
That's what's up. Coach, what you got on that? You got any comeback on that?
Absolutely. Let's start with the last one he just said. To me, sum it all up, coward. He up there playing like he was so.
Yeah.
This is equivalent to me of the guy they said, I used to play football. And then he played in 7th grade.
Yeah.
The thing that stuck out to me is, I'm old school, like you guys are,
right.
Where, most of my things are always going to lead back to sports, play sports all the way up through college. To where if you mess up, a coach got in your face and held you accountable immediately. Yeah. The one thing that I never got jiggy with, nor my parents, if you put your hands on me. You can motivate me and hold me accountable without putting your hands on me. And for him to say, it's okay to do a little hazing, no, it's not. People perish from that. Why would you even feel comfortable enough to even say that?
Yeah.
There he is, Rico.
I'm so sorry.
Rico.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know what was going on, but I didn't give up.
Yeah. Well,
we just kept saying that shit. You're not allowing audio, allowing the audio to connect or something. It never did that before.
All right. Well, welcome on in. We're gonna get right to you in just a second, but let me let Coach see if Coach was still going in. Go ahead, Coach.
And Dr. Buddha, as always, whenever I come on here, give me something to enlighten me and really ponder and think about. Everything you said was dead on.
Appreciate you, brother.
How this whole display of the man show, as you quoted it.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Rico, I'm glad you coming on. So what I like for you to do is first do your intro. When you had already told me it's gonna be a little late and everything like that. So I like for you to let everyone know who you are and how long you served in the military. And then I'm going to ask you, what are your thoughts on the Pete Hegseth speech? So,
okay, Rico, I am on. I have my own platform. It's Ryan with Rico, TikTok and YouTube, and I'm on a podcast called Three Sides on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I said Instagram. Instagram. I was in the I was in the military for 20 years and 7 days. Look, I did just enough time to retire. I was scared when I submitted my paperwork. But I retired from the Army back in like 2007, and I am so glad I was able to get on here to talk about it because I really wanted to, because I feel like it's important.
Right. Well, I'm glad to have you, brother, and we're gonna get to the neck brace later on in the show. But so hope ain't nobody had they knee on your fucking neck and no shit like that, you know. But so we've already covered it, but I want to just hear your point of view on it. So what are your thoughts on the Pete Hegseth speech? What are your thoughts on that? You there?
I think he froze.
Uh-oh, you froze, Rico.
I'm gonna have to send him some damn bandwidth. There he is.
There I go. Yeah. Okay. I saw it mess up, so I didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
Man, look, the first thing I want to say about this, because I actually have been texting it to myself today. I was in court. To me, when I even watched it again earlier, this speech was meant to be played from now until whenever, whether it's on the side that win was to come or the side that lose it. That was so well put together. He didn't write that. No, that was a show. I'm telling you, that was a show meant to be played from now till whenever. And he making him look as this big, strong, powerful leader, and he is not. I'm telling you, that was the first thing that caught my eyes, because of that let me know how serious this is. Because I truly believe that speech is the prelude to whether it's Civil War first or World War III. It's gonna suit either one.
Damn.
And that's why I keep telling our people we need to prepare. And for the people in the military, I wouldn't tell them to get out now, because we're gonna need some of y'all who are going to be on the right side of history in there, because they want y'all gone. So fight to stay, because we need y'all there. We need y'all in there. Whether you're a general to a private, stay, because they're going to do whatever they can. Them people, we know you've been into, Coach Lee. Oh, but so you know how when them people, when they want you gone, the lengths that they will go to get rid of you. Yeah. It can get nasty, but y'all stay, fight. Don't get out, because what's coming is very important, and people need to wake up and understand the severity of what is going on. This is not going away. This man and those people have no intention of ever leaving the White House. There will never be another election. Them putting the military people in these big cities, those are only Democratic cities. Those are the big cities that the Republicans always lose in. They already setting up shop. We've been in the military. It's called softening the target. That's what they've been doing. They softening the target, setting up to take over. But I could go on for days, but I have a lot of more stuff let down. But I'm gonna let some more people talk. I'm trying to catch up.
Okay, let me say, Mark, we're gonna welcome you in. We know once we get to talking about your guy Trump, you know, you gonna pop up in there. So hey, we appreciate your comments. I appreciate you following me and dropping in and saying whatever it is you like to say. And you already know, and I know, and you know that I say fuck Trump, you know, but that's just me and my thoughts. I know Trump is your guy no matter what. So
hey,
anyway,
can I say something, Wizzo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because every time I come on here, Mark McNeil pop up and say little positive Trump stuff. And I got an idea about this guy. I feel that this guy really loves Wizzo Talk so much that he's going to play Trump lover, but he can't get enough of you, man. That's why he is. And Mark, it's okay to say you love him, man. We're not judging you. We're not judging
It's okay.
We know you love Wizzo Talk. We know you love all this chocolate up here. So go ahead and say your little stuff, man. We know you just playing. Because if
Wizzo.
you were,
my bad. I thought he was through.
Nah, because I was going to say, if he was really true about Trump and the Peace Prize, he'd be on True Social. He wouldn't be on Wizzo Talk. So I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got
Wizzo,
you.
when your podcast gets so big, you're gonna have to eventually bring Mike on.
Yeah.
You gotta bring him on and talk about him. How man, he been there since the beginning. Mike, you got a whole story on this platform.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark.
Mark, I mean,
Mark,
yeah.
You know, I've asked Mark to come over
we love
before he
you
ain't
too,
coming.
Mark.
Hey, Mark, wait a minute. And Coach, I'm gonna come back to you, but Coach Mark has been with us for a long time.
Yes.
And Chris, I think it's Chris, right, Mark? Because they both up in New York, they say. And Chris was telling me last time he's been busy working or whatever. So they come in, drop a few things. They know I've invited them on the show, but they've declined. But like Chocolate Buddha say, they love some Wizzo Talk. So we appreciate y'all tapping on in. So
yes,
but
open discussion.
Yeah, open discussion. Yeah.
Rico,
hey, look,
it popped in my head when he said that this is the whole speech was something that can be played from now to whenever.
yes.
It's almost like a bad HR film when your first job you got in high school.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That was a
what
show.
not to do. What
That
not
was
to do.
theater.
Yeah.
All theater. I'm telling you.
Chocolate Buddha, were you for to say something before I ask this next little question?
No, man, I was just thinking about old Mark, man. I think when you blow up and you actually have us on video and stuff, Mark gonna come on there. We all gonna be surprised because he's gonna be wearing a dashiki.
Hold on.
I'm telling y'all, man.
No, I was thinking he was gonna be black.
No, he gonna have on dashiki.
Shit, Mark, you know we
Mark gonna
give
be a
you,
black
we give you,
Hey,
we give
and
you
we
the
love
shit.
you too, Mark. That's my man.
Hey, we give the shit free to say whatever he wants to. So
Yeah.
let me ask y'all this. So I had it in my notes somewhere, but I kind of remember a little bit because I can't find it right now. But what are y'all thoughts when Rico, I'm gonna come to you first with this. When Trump got up there and said, if you don't like it, what he say? Something to the fact you can lose your rank. And
I know what you're talking about.
Something else. So what are your comments on that? Repeat it if you know what I'm talking about, and then tell me your comments because I forgot it.
Froze again.
God damn, I'm gonna have to send you some bandwidth. Rico.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You froze up with that neck thing.
Hey, everything on my side just messing up today. What he actually said when he came out, he was like, I've never came out to a room so silent before. And then they started laughing. And he said, don't laugh, but you can. But if you do, you're gonna lose your rank and your future. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he told him.
What is that kind of shit? Is that what?
Because that is an insecure, weak, feckless man. I'm telling you, that's what that is right there. And this is the man that those people look up to, like he is just he should be on Man of the Year posing and all of that. I don't understand it. That says a lot about their psyche and how they truly feel about themselves.
Yeah.
But it's sad. And I know those generals, that's why they were so quiet. Most of them, they don't respect neither one of them.
Yeah.
Neither one of them. Especially the what's his name? Hegseth. When he was up there talking, he said, when I was a platoon leader, do you realize you're talking to sergeant majors, generals? Sergeant majors and
Star generals.
That you in charge of, that you just said when you was a platoon leader. Man, if they could have got up and walked out, they would have. Not one of them. I say you should have just kept that out your speech.
That's equivalent of saying I used to sell Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
I got all the badges across my chest.
In the military, you say a lieutenant. He a lieutenant. That's like the first one. I don't know if he was a butter boy or not. But
he made it up to major.
Yeah,
he made it up to major. When he was a platoon leader. God dang, man, that was.
Let me do a thank you out to thank all my viewers out there that's watching, whether you're watching now, you catch the live later. Hey, I appreciate your support. Appreciate the comments coming in. I'm sharing them on the screen. So hey, keep the comments coming. My guests here, they can also see the comments, and in between time, in the meantime, they'll see about kind of commenting on them accordingly. So hey, I appreciate y'all. And if you're watching it on Facebook, make sure you smash that follow button. Follow your boy Wizzo. I appreciate it. Chocolate Buddha, go ahead. What did you want to say?
Well, a couple of things. I want to hit some of the remarks that we got. Mark said, you think it's good that heavy people need to shape up? Absolutely. I'm not going to say that people in the military don't need to get in shape. Everybody in the military needs to get in shape. But what this guy, this young lieutenant that made it up to major don't understand is that there's different levels of fitness. Somebody that's at Fort Bragg doesn't need to be the same level of fitness as somebody that's at Fort Jackson. If he was in the military long enough, he would understand that. Now, also, somebody said something about officers who disagree with his policy should resign and discourage reporting of abuse, fraud, safety concerns with the military. That goes directly to what I was saying about toxic leadership. We had to go through a whole decade of weeding out those leaders because those leaders were affecting our bottom line, which is enlistment and retention. And this guy is trying to change that. So when I listen to him talk, he really talks like somebody that's never been in the military before. Even though he was in the Minnesota National Guard and he was a platoon leader and he retired as a major with some other shady stuff. We ain't gonna get up into that. But when you talk about the military, we're talking about the whole community. And it takes all levels of fitness and personnel to do what we do. Like him talking about the women, we couldn't do the shit that we did in Afghanistan without our women. Period. You talk to anybody that's Delta Force, Special Forces, Navy SEALs, they'll tell you, hey, we couldn't get this intel if we didn't have women trained to do that. So that wipes him off the mat of special operations because they use everything to get what they got. And let's see. Mark is saying, frankly, the fitness standards are pretty weak as is. My question to you is, what was your PT score, High Speed? I was 300 plus until I got out. So what was your high PT score?
Yeah. You don't know. So let me come to Rico, then Coach. We're gonna hit you for any comments. Rico, what were you son say?
Can you pull up that comment that Chocolate Buddha was commenting on, the person that wrote about something about the complaints and it's gonna make dangerous? It was a person who I'd never seen name on here before. I can't remember.
Bird in?
Yes. His call for officers who disagree with his policy to resign could discourage reporting abuse, fraud, and safety concerns in the military. That caught my eye because this was one of the notes that I wrote down earlier today as well. Because he's exactly right. When it comes to what, like, it will discourage those things, but it's also going to discourage women making complaints when they've been sexually assaulted, soldiers making complaints when they've been beat on or slapped and things like that. It's gonna have a very bad negative effect. Those protections in the military are big and a reason that sexual assault and a lot of things in the military began to get fixed because we went through it. Those reporting systems are important, and if people stop doing that, it's going to cause more problems than help anyone. That was a good catch right there, guy. Bird in, because I wrote that down on my paper today.
All right, that's what's up, Coach. Comments? What's up, Coach?
I'm just sitting here blown away. I appreciate these brothers for the surf they did, but for giving us their perspective on what it's like to have been in that room. And as a civilian, I ain't got the warm fuzzies about what's going on.
Yeah,
to me, it screams incompetence. It screams lack of discipline and unfocused. And we just 9 months into it, 10 months into it.
Yeah, we got a long way to go. Let me Rico, I'm gonna come to some of your comments also, and I know Chocolate Buddha got some more, but let me ask you this right here. What are y'all thoughts when Trump talking about, they should be training in some of the U.S. cities? And let me come with let me come with Coach right here first. Coach, what do you think on that?
It goes back to what I said. This is a precursor to something bigger that they trying to set us up for. All I got to say to you, brothers, get this stuff together. Make sure you zooted and booted, and take your ass. If you don't shoot on a regular basis, start going.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Rico, what were you through, Coach? Was that it? That's all you got?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Rico, what's up with that? What
hey, come back to me. Okay.
Oh man, bro, God damn it.
I'm gonna email him some bandwidth right now. God damn it, because we frozen. Okay, there you go.
Hey, I'm sorry again, y'all, but look, Chocolate Buddha, I know you heard and you know this. We train how we what?
Fight.
Exactly. Going into cities to train, we're getting ready to fight. That is the motto in the military. We train how we fight. When he said training in cities, I started telling him, you better get your shit right. I'm telling you. Because I know what that means. Because we don't train just to train. We don't go out and train throwing rocks or fixing a fan if we don't have fans. When we get ready to train, because we training how we about to go over here and kill some fuck some shit up. That's on we literally train how everybody that's watching this or will see this and have been in the military, they know what that meant.
Yeah.
You better start telling your people. When they coming out training, they learning how to kill you. What is the best? Where's the safety zones at? What's the best way to attack you? What is your weakest point? Where are your communications at? That's the first shit gonna go.
Already. Hey, let me address Mark right quick. Mark off the damn chain. But Mark, Rico need to spend that on crypto and Wi-Fi. Mark, we come and find your ass because you off the damn chain. You full of shit like a Christmas turkey.
Him and it's Sean John.
Yeah. Coach, when you want to say something, I'll go to Chocolate Buddha.
That was funny. That was funny. I ain't talked about crypto in a long time, Mark. You always up in here, ain't you?
I told you, man, he loved Wizzo talk.
He been around a long time.
Yeah.
He know it.
Chocolate Buddha, I'm going to come back to you, but let me see what Coach was going to say right quick.
All right.
I'm the type of person, I always try to look at things from all angles. Call them conspiracy theories, whatever the case may be, but I'm going to evaluate everything because anything is possible. My question is, and this is kind of stepping over into the political side of it a little bit. What if they get this together? Because if you remember initially, the request was if you have any undocumented people here that are in your courtrooms, those are the ones we want to talk to.
Yeah.
They said no. What did they do? Almost immediately, we finna come see you. Then it started flooding these cities. What if they getting this together? Because I believe in the uniparty at the end of the day.
It's possible. Yeah. Okay. It's even this shutdown. Look at this. The soldiers, they saying the soldiers are not getting paid because of this shutdown, right? Now there's one loan company offering all the people in the military a loan up front until they get paid at 18%. Guess who owns this one loan company that's offering everybody in the military loan? Junior. It's either Eric or Junior. One of his sons own that company.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just crooks.
Yeah. Money.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this:
we don't get this money, Daddy.
I would say this: if we got to go to Chocolate Buddha. I also found out, and I hadn't researched on it, that JD Vance owns something with the farm, whatever. So when all these farmers start losing their land, then his company or some shit that he's connected with is raking it on in. But we got to go back to Chocolate Buddha about doing the cities, and then we'll get off into that. But Chocolate Buddha, hey, to all the viewers that's out there watching right now, hey, I appreciate it, Mark. We got love for you, Mark. So keep the comments coming in. You the comedian of the show. Hey, we appreciate you. Hey, it's open to speak. Anybody got any comments? Please post them in the chat. Hey, we got you. Chocolate Buddha, go ahead.
Okay, I want to address something that Mark said that we need to pay particular attention to. He said that I guess Hegseth is getting the recruiting numbers up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anybody that's been a recruiter, I've been a recruiter for 3 years while I was in active duty. Numbers are something that you play with. You can switch it to make mission. The real answer is, do we have enough soldiers in those units to do those jobs? And I can tell you, because I'm working with them, no. Everybody is not up on their numbers. Just because you change and say, hey, we met the goal, doesn't mean that all those organizations have everybody that they need. So we're still hurting on that. Now, when it comes back to this theory of putting those National Guard members in these cities, I want y'all to think about something. Everybody that's on these deployments are not going because they love Trump. They're going because that's their fucking job. Yeah. Get on that plane and go there. And what I'm asking everybody to do, when they show up in your city, when they show up on those lines doing their things, don't take your anger out on those soldiers. If anything, go up there and let them know you're looking out for them because they don't want to be there. They don't want to be walking around picking up trash and shit. They don't have a choice. Like I was saying earlier about people that join the military, like indentured service, we don't get to choose to say, "Oh, I ain't gonna go on that deployment. I ain't gonna do that." That's not how we built. But when they get there, and you can check them out, most of them are just going to be walking the beat, trying to get off and call home and see if everybody's okay. They are not interested in this political bullshit. They're being pawns. And the best way to fight this is make sure that they know that they're going to be okay in those cities. Nobody's going to try to attack them because they're not trying to attack you. They're not trained for that. Mm-hmm. Now, if they have to do something, we can open up the can of whoop ass, but I'm telling everybody, don't fall for the shit they're trying to do because what they're trying to do is make it us against them.
Yeah.
They get y'all. Now, I'm not talking about ICE. Fuck ICE. I'm going to say that again. Fuck ICE. But I'm talking about our soldiers in uniform, those National Guard soldiers, those men and women that's trying to make a better life for them. When they show up, don't attack them. If anything, ask them if they need a bologna sandwich. Ask them if they want some water. Ask them how their mama doing. Yeah. And they going to tell you because, again, they don't want to fucking be in the middle of this shit. They join to fight our nation's wars, not to play political motherfucking board chips and shit. Yeah, pawns.
Gotcha. Hey, Bird, I appreciate that comment. Y'all, if y'all saw that, that's what I was talking about right there. Rico, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah. I agree with Chocolate Buddha. And when I was talking about when the military train how we fight, I'm not talking about National Guard. I'm saying active duty ever touches the ground. Right. He is definitely right. National Guard ain't trained for that. They ain't wired like that. National Guard and Reserve, the people I'm speaking on is active duty people. Yeah. If they hit the ground and they come in there, it's a whole different ball game. But National Guard, they don't want to be there. These people, they probably some of them they've been recorded sleeping on their backs. That's normal. Anywhere they can get out of sight, they're gonna lay down and play on their damn phone. Yeah. Don't take your anger out on them because I trust and believe they just standing there. They don't want to be. They probably just as scared as you. Right. And like Buddha said, fuck ICE. Yeah. Fuck ICE. I was gonna say now, don't mess with them soldiers because National Guard they really don't want to be there. But ICE, fuck them because I truly believe ICE is the Proud Boys and all them other extreme racist groups because all of this shit going on in the country, but you don't see them nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they got their face covered up.
Yeah. Exactly. ICE is nothing but all of those racist ass men getting to carry out their fantasies in public.
Right. Oh, and don't forget, they get $50,000 recruiting bonus. Yes. So they making money to be racist. That's why they do it. And this is why they covering up their fight. And again, my man, Mr. Dashiki Mark, Mr. Sean John Mark, two things. Number one, it's clear that you don't know shit about the military because I'm working with the military right now. I'm speaking facts, not opinion. And number two, again, make sure you listen to me real close, Mark. Fuck ICE. Because if they were fucking professionals, they wouldn't cover their face up and they wouldn't beat up women and kids.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let me say this. And when Mark, right, I'm gonna then I got something to come back to you, the Chocolate Buddha, and then we're gonna see what Coach got. Illegal immigrants need to go home. Well, I saw a post where somebody talked about illegals go home. When I say that, white people really need to look at where they came from because they're not from here either.
They don't have a home.
Well, that exactly. So
they came from the mountains. Yeah, they probably don't even know that about their own damn self. They've been lied to so much.
So, but let me come to Chocolate Buddha with this right here, and then I'm gonna see if Coach got some comments. So, Chocolate Buddha, you said something, and I don't know if it was on a post or something, but I think you were given a direct order to do something, or maybe not a direct order. I don't know, but it was something that was against the regulation or something like that, and you did not do it or something. Because it was so. Walk us through that if you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and this also goes out to Mark Dashiki McNeil. We are taught to follow lawful orders. Not every. I know on TV it makes us look like we salute the flag and just kill on command, but no. We have a brain, and we're taught what is a lawful order and what's not a lawful order, and we can question that. And it's been a couple of times in my military service where I was told to do something, because somebody had a personal feeling about that, and I questioned that order. Now, not everybody's built like me, so I'm gonna just put that disclaimer out.
Right.
I'm a tooth chipper. I've jacked people up in uniform and out of uniform. I put these hands on them because that's how I was raised. And my thing is, and somebody brought this up earlier. Look, a lot of this shit that's going on, people have a decision to make, and the people that's doing the bad things, like fuck ICE, them motherfuckers are doing it because that's what they feel. That hatred is real. That's why they cover up their face. The people that work in the National Guard and other stuff, they're not covering up their face because they're doing what is a lawful order within those parameters. Now, I want to go back to this thing about illegals need to go home out of their country. Think about this shit. If we really believe this shit, and I'm talking about the motherfuckers that are doing all this shit, if they felt, oh, everybody that's illegal, even though they're not, everybody that we call illegal shouldn't be here, they should go home. Why they not sending them home? And I say that because what they do is they send them to these internment camps, or they send them to a fucking jail that they're getting paid to send people there, and they're making money off of it. This whole thing about fucking alligator Alcatraz, all these fucking proud people saying, yeah, we got alligator Alcatraz to take care of our country. Fuck you. Yeah. That was a money grab, just like he did the first time he was there, where they separate the women and kids and put them in cages while people was getting paid. Every time you see this unprofessional, unlawful shit going on, follow the money, and you'll find that all they're doing is making an excuse to do money grabs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, prove me wrong.
Yeah, because they building one of those in Texas somewhere too, and I'm sure whoever owned that land is probably up in there. But I need to go to Coach Rico, and I'm gonna come back to you. I need to get some comments from Coach here.
So, something that jumped out to me is, you know, the whole notion of following the money portion of it. If they really feel, and this goes back to Mark's comment about illegal immigrants got to go home, if they really felt that way, why do they systematically make it almost virtually impossible for the common man to come here to get established legally? It's forcing them to have to cross, to get paid under the table via cash. But at the same time, you got what's the thing? He got the gold card or something that they're trying to establish.
Yeah,
$5 million.
You just walk in. Why should it even be? If we are truly supposed to be the land of the opportunity, home of the brave, why are we not giving that opportunity the same opportunity to everyone?
Yeah, good point. Good point. Already, that's what's up. Good point, Rico. What you got?
I wanted to speak on what Chocolate Buddha was saying about a lawful order, because I have the prime example of a lawful order or unlawful order in the military, and because it happened to me. I was in Afghanistan. I'm the platoon sergeant, and we get told to go on missions. We have missions. I'm a support element. We go on missions. We take the supplies up to the people doing the fight or a different post. We came back. One day, I got orders to go on a mission. We go on a mission, me and my platoon leader with our soldiers, and I get there. And I just noticed we got fuel, and we returned right back to base, right? And so when I got back, I said, man, what the hell was that? I said, we didn't do anything there. You said this, and he said, yeah, I know, but then.
No! God damn it.
Damn it. Rico.
He left it with a cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger like a motherfucker, man. There he is.
I saw it mess up. Basically, we went there, we fueled up, we went back. I start over, and when I asked him why didn't we do what we were supposed to do, and this is what he told me. Well, the commander just told us to drive the camp. I can't remember the name of it, but here it is. We were in Afghanistan. We drove basically to Pakistan. Where we were at, I could see the Pakistani border, and then we got orders to do it again, and that's when I realized what was going on. We had been there almost 8 months. We hadn't lost anyone. He was sending us on quote unquote training missions. You don't train when you're in battle. Every time we go outside that wire, someone can die. And this is what the unlawful order was. They told us to do it again, and I told them we wasn't doing it. I came up. Of course, they're gonna take my ranking. They're gonna do all this, and I said my soldier's not doing it either. I said put it all on me because I told them what's going on. Everything I'm saying to you, I said this to them, and they don't come at them. So of course they're gonna try to fry me. I said, well, you might as well go and get ready to go to a court martial, sir, because what I'm gonna do when we get in court, I'm gonna tell them you sent us on a training mission while we was at war, because no one in our unit had died yet, and you wanted something on your OER. It's gonna come out in court. Guess what, Sergeant Major and Colonel? First, they told me get the hell out. They called me back there a few days later. They said, you know what? You don't have to go, but you'll never get promoted again. And I did.
Damn. That's what's up.
That was an unlawful order. You can't send us on a training mission when we at war.
Yeah, exactly. I heard that. So for Bird, if you're watching, are you a veteran? And for the viewers that's watching now, Chocolate Buddha and Rico are 20+ year veterans, and Coach Lee and I are civilians, so we've never been off in the military. We didn't pass the test.
Combat veterans.
Combat veterans. They're combat veterans. Thank you. Because I know Chocolate Buddha was jumping out of planes and everything like that too, and I ain't jumping out of shit.
I made a song about not jumping out of planes when I was out there. Look, I had a Lincoln back then. I said, because my company commander wanted he wanted everybody to be airborne at Fort Benning. I told him, I said, why should I jump from a plane when I could drive that Lincoln down them highway lanes? Because I wasn't jumping out of no damn plane. He said, you can wake me up right now.
Oh shit.
You see what I'm talking about, Coach Lee? When I was telling you some of us just ain't got it. I'm touched. I was jumping out of everything. I didn't have to, but I did.
I'm not gonna jump out of a perfectly good one. Goddamn, put a backpack on me and tell me that bitch going down.
Already. That's what's up. Hey, Chris, appreciate you. I'll be not Chris. I'm sorry, Bird. Appreciate you letting us know you're a civilian. So, guys, I want to say this right here. I think Chocolate Buddha said, why they're not sending them back home. You got Alligator Alcatraz. They're building some other one, I think, here in Texas somewhere. I don't know yet where. I can't remember. I didn't have it in my notes. I hadn't researched it yet. But why they not sending them back home? This is my thing is, I think they're going to put them to work doing some things out there, just like building this or building that or building something else. I think they're going to put them to work. And we're getting some feedback and start making some money off of them. But that's just my own things and own thoughts about it right there. So I know we only got Coach for probably about another 30 minutes. I want to make sure he gets some more comments in. So, Coach, you got any comments while Rico over there eating and shit?
I'm sorry, I ain't ate all day.
You good? Go ahead, bro. Coach, what's on your mind, Coach?
That detainment unit that you're speaking of, is that in El Paso?
Oh, I don't know about one in Texas.
Well,
you talking about like Alligator Alcatraz, Chocolate Buddha?
Yeah,
that's in Florida.
Well, that was in Florida, but they're getting ready to build one in Texas.
Yeah, it's called Camp East Montana. It's in El Paso.
Okay,
okay. Fort Bliss.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, good research, Coach. But my thing is, who owned that land? Who's making the money off of that? Because we know it's a money grab. We know I don't remember who said that, but it's the money grab. So we know they're getting some money and making some money off of it. Trump had said he's gonna take all these bad criminals off the street, these illegal that's doing this, is doing that, and they grabbing everybody in the Supreme Court and already been granting them the power to just stop the car and say, show me your ID or get your ass out, and we lock you up and we got a mask on. And like somebody was saying, they think it's some of the Proud Boys and some of these other guys that's snapping people. We don't know because they messed up. So, but good research on that, Coach. What were you going to say, Coach?
So the whole notion of the Proud Boys, I'm trying to think. Somebody enlighten me on this. I'm drawing a blank. What were I guess like the units that back in the days of slavery where they would go out and capture people? What was the name of those teams?
Slave Patrol.
There you go. This is the modern day Slave Patrol because they're putting them in these camps. And when that Alligator Alcatraz, like 1,200 people came up missing.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
They still have reported where they're at. Their family say they haven't talked to them in X amount of weeks.
Yeah.
It's all funny, man. It's all funny. Yeah. Like I was saying, follow the money at the end of the day.
And you know, before I go to someone else, the thing to get me on this is MAGA is loving this. They loving every bit of this. You know, seeing these guys getting taken and stripped away from their family. They getting the kids are getting taken out of school, and these MAGA guys, they sitting right there and they loving every bit of that shit. You know, and then Trump is going to say about the farmers, and then I'm gonna come to you, Chocolate Buddha. And then the farmers are talking about how they losing their workers and shit, and then Trump saying, well, maybe if they can vouch for them, then we'll let some of them stay out there or do whatever. But the farmers is already, and I don't want to get off of the topic because we're talking about headset speech, whatever. It's already starting to lose money because China's buying the soybean from everywhere else, and now they losing money, and now they crying. But my message to you is that's what you motherfuckers voted for. But let me come to Chocolate. Oh, go ahead, Coach. What are you going to say?
So there are probably, because I know quite a bit of people. Obviously, I talk politics as much as possible. Anybody talking with me? There's quite a bit of people that I talk to on the Democrat side. You know what? I think it's just a moderate. Moderate Democrats, moderate Republicans. Some of those moderate Republicans did kind of creep over to the MAGA side only because they was kind of turned off about what was going on the left side. But at the same time, it's equivalent to, like Chocolate Buddha said earlier. They're almost like they're Trump soldiers, to where they're doing it because they feel like they're obligated to do it, but they definitely got some buyer's remorse. I'm pretty sure of that. Now but the only way that you're going to be able to positively turn that around is if you make sure that you make yourself be heard, go to the vote booths, and don't just wait for the big election.
Yeah.
Your local, go to your state, do it all.
Yeah. Yeah. You said that before. Check out your local election. Chocolate Buddha, what's on your mind there?
I just want to reemphasize: vote on everything, especially at the local. You goddamn right. We can't just wait for the big national thing. That's why they winning like they're winning now. We got to hit them at all different levels. And I had a couple other things I wanted to say, but I want to go back to my little list.
Okay.
I brought up to y'all, and I just want to bring this thing out because this is important. And Rico, you can back me up on this one. Hegseth said that the military serves at the pleasure of the president. That's bullshit. We serve for the Constitution and the love of country. Period. Period. We do not work for an individual person. We work for the country. Now, Rico, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
Hey, General Milley, when he retired, he said, we do not serve at the pleasure of the president. We do not serve at the pleasure of a dictator or a wannabe dictator. We serve at the pleasure of the Constitution. Mm-hmm. That's what he said, and that's the truth. Yeah, I watched that speech. That is what it is. Yep. But they want us to serve at that pleasure. But a lot of them won't tell you this. In the Constitution, it states that if your government acts in tyranny, we as the people have a right to overthrow it. They won't tell you that it says that in the Constitution.
Yeah. And I'm going to touch on 2 points. First point is, Coach and I, we were on a podcast a while back. And Coach, what did you say about if somebody votes straight ticket, they what?
Yeah,
you remember?
Ass voter.
Say it again.
Yeah, lazy ass voter.
Oh
right.
Yeah.
Right. If they vote straight ticket, I remember you saying that. And that's then just
incompetent people in office. And if you think about it, I don't mean to cut you off, but if you think about it, I'm gonna lose this thought. If you think about it, the importance of the local elections, that's a proving ground for them. They let these people get in that they handpicked to run in these local elections, see how they maneuver. You know what? We can trust them on the pyramid scheme. We can bring them in, show them how to make money. It's all big business at the end of the day.
Yeah. Look, no doubt. And Rico, I got you. Let me say this right here. Chocolate Buddha, you were talking about the and I believe Rico said something also about the Constitution. Well, Trump. Y'all know I'm doing that shit on purpose.
I know.
He said something about he don't even know if he want to follow the Constitution. So he just trying to go renegade style type shit on something. So I just wanted to throw that out there right quick because I want to make sure that I'm really just throwing some stuff out from me, Coach, Rico and Chocolate Buddha, you guys are making a lot more better points than I am, especially Chocolate Buddha and Rico being in boots on the ground and shit like that, then coach and then me, because I'm just throwing some shit out there. But Rico, what were you gonna say?
This goes back to when we was talking about them, the people that they're deporting. What a lot of people, and I don't even see the news talking about, is they're talking about they're deporting illegals. There are illegal Italian people here, Swiss people, German, Ukrainians. Matter of fact, it's about a little over 1 million Ukrainians came over here because of that war that's on Social Security right now and getting food stamps. But they don't talk about, I digress. They don't talk about these things. Right. So we need to make it be known. They're not just deporting and getting rid of illegals. It's anyone with melanin in their skin, meaning Spanish, black, whatever. Stephen Miller said, I prefer there be 100 million people in this country and all of them to look like me. His words. His words.
Damn.
And that is what they're doing right now. And those people that you said, the 1,200 that's missing from Alligator Alcatraz, they either already dead, or once they're done doing what they're going to do with them, using them, they're going to kill them. They will never, it's sad, but they will not see those people again.
Yeah.
They will not see those people again. All of these bodies that was popping up overseas, chained to one another, where these people drowned out in the ocean with bags around them.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that was them, a bunch of illegals that got on the back of a cargo plane and they opened it up and dropped them out into the ocean.
Right. Let me coach, before you get ready to go, make sure that we get some closing comments for you, because I know it's closing in on your time. But I want to make this see what Bird then posted. $450 million funded by the taxpayers in Florida.
Taxpayer money. Yep.
Look here. See, they can just spend our money any kind of way they want it without any kind of pushback or anything. They just get it and just spend it. $450 million. I didn't know that, Bird. Appreciate you sharing that info. I did not know that. Let me ask you guys this. Is the world laughing at us with our leadership?
Absolutely.
Hold up. Don't answer yet. I just want to know, are we the laughing stock of what's going on, with this administration? Trump was, I can't remember if it was this term or his last one, when he was speaking before, I forgot who he was speaking for, and he said, I have the best administration, and people laughed, and he said, well, I wasn't expecting that, but Coach, I'm going to come with you first, and then we'll have Rico and Chocolate Buddha. Coach, is the world laughing at us?
I think they're laughing at us, but not because of the administration. They're laughing at us because they're seeing what's going on over here. Things that America has thumbed their nose up against in the past: civil discourse, election, political assassinations, things of that nature. They're saying the audacity for them to think that they're better than us, and they're doing the same thing that they accuse us of doing, while thumbing their nose down there.
Right. All right, that's what's up. And let me just say this right quick before I think we're going to talk Buddha next. If you're watching this live right now from Facebook, I would appreciate you hit that follow button to follow Paul Wizzo. I appreciate that. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell, because I post according to my guest availability rather than a fixed schedule. And if you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, by all means, hit me up, send me a message, carry a pigeon, smoke signal, a bat signal, whatever you got to do, and we'll get you on the show. Don't worry about a topic. I have plenty. And Bird, hopefully you hit me up with a message and we can get you on here, because I'm always looking for guests to come on Wizzo Talk. Chocolate Buddha, run that. What you got?
Okay, man. What I got is it was easy when they was just laughing at us.
Yeah.
What we going through right now is worse than laughing. They're looking at knocking us out of top position. This administration single-handedly has pushed us down to 5th and 6th in the world with these tariffs and stuff. Canada, we used to make a lot of money with them. Canada is going around us to Germany to make money. Korea, who's invested in us doing better, just got slapped in the face with them putting all their engineers in handcuffs and stuff. Now they pulling out money. Mexico, the funniest thing about Mexico to me, because we're talking about laughing at us, but these motherfuckers laughing with each other. Mexico has hooked up with China, and while everybody is talking about the tariffs that's going on against China, you know what China did?
What's that?
China built goddamn factories in Mexico.
Damn.
So every time you talk about shit over there, they laughing and say, hey, man, go ahead and take that across the border. You got that. So Mexico is getting fat. The bottom line up front is all the people that used to come to us as the light of the world are now figuring out, you know what, there's some other lights that we can go to. And guess what? The worst part of that is they starting to look at China as a fucking ally.
Yes. I agree and co-sign on that message he said, and I'm gonna go a little further with it. I'm gonna speak on it a little more because we are already in a recession. Most people don't even realize it yet. We're about to be in a depression.
Damn.
Our entire economy is about to collapse. It's coming. They're not putting it in the news. Walmart announced a couple weeks ago they're about to close like 130 some stores. Starbucks just announced that they're closing like 124 stores. All the farmers in Texas have filed for bankruptcy. They can't maintain their farms anymore, and they do not have any more money. By December, the stores will be empty. I'm telling you. This whole economy is a collapsing. All of those countries he named, Mexico and Canada, they have built another trade route to get around paying the tariffs to the U.S. between Canada and Mexico. They're like, oh, you want to do this dumb shit? We just not going to deal with you at all. So they came up with another trade route between them. Now it's not anything flowing up through here.
Damn.
You see what I mean? And it's, I believe, to me, he know what he's not in control really. But the people that are in control, they know what they're doing. When the economy collapses, the risk is that much.
Oh, damn it.
Damn. Rico.
Man, I feel like I'm in the Telemundo video.
Exactly.
Right in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna buy when the economy crashes, the rich get richer because they're gonna buy up all of the property, and everything for pennies on the dollar. And when everything comes back up, only one thing gonna be different this time. We will be in a digital world because the US dollar is going away, stable coins and cryptocurrency is taking over. If you ain't invested, get in it. Now, Mark, I spoke on crypto.
Yeah. Don't just say that in a while. He might be gone. I don't know. Yeah. But I didn't know that about Walmart closing these stores and all that.
They don't put it in the news, Wizzo, because they don't want people to panic. Because guess what? If people panic, they're going to pull all their money out them 401ks, them IRAs, and all this retirement they have. Because anything that is connected to the stock market, you will lose.
Man.
Rico,
they are going to lose. I'm big on my money, baby. I ain't going back to being broke, Wizzo. I refuse.
hey, Rico, and that's why the news is covering all these National Guard people going to these cities and all this other shit. Deflect. They want to make sure that you not ask questions about that.
It's a distraction from the real world.
Let me ask y'all this, since you said distraction. This ain't even in my notes. I know one thing. Trump not in them Epstein files.
Dude, you almost made me hurt my neck. I think my disc popped back out.
Coach, I want to come to Coach first. Coach, is Trump in them Epstein files?
Me personally, I think if he was in there, he would have never got to the second term. But somebody that came in, we spoke earlier, saying he's not in charge. He reports to somebody. And Stephen Miller is his handler.
Yeah.
You're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
Stephen Miller probably worked for the Mossad or some shit.
Hold on a second, we go, Coach. But look here. We know how much Trump love pussy. Coach.
Yes.
They had all kind of young pussy out there. Coach, come on now, Coach. You trying to tell me you don't think he off in them Epstein files with all that young pussy floating around? Come on, Coach. What you think?
We'll never know that. That list done been doctored and cut down. Cause the last administration, this administration, they trying to get their names off that list.
Already. All right. Let me come to Rico. Rico, go ahead.
I got a lot. Hey, I got the quick look. I don't know why, Coach. I'm sorry. Why would you say you think that man out in there? Let me tell you some of the things this man has said, and you can go look these up. He said 11 years old is too young to have sex with, but 12 is old enough. Yeah. He said if his daughter, who was a teenager at the time, that if she wasn't his daughter, he would date her. Hence, I would fuck you.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And they won't swear in this woman because if she gets sworn in, now they can have to release them. Also, a closed government means no vote. His ass is in there. This man was with this man for all of those years, and they both like little girls. Little girls. There's a video no, it's a picture of Epstein and him standing together with two little blonde girls to their left. The fear in them little girls' eyes looking at them too. Oh, he in there. Oh, he's up in that joint. Yeah, he in there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I know right now. I'm finna come to Chocolate Buddha, and I know Chocolate Buddha gonna say Trump is not off in them damn files. Chocolate Buddha, what's up?
Let me get my smiley face on before I say this. Y'all know Melania Trump, right?
Yeah.
Where did he meet Melania Trump at?
Shit, I don't know.
Where's the first place he slept with Melania Trump? I give you a hint. I give you a hint. It wasn't at his house. Epstein, goddammit. Epstein hooked him up. Epstein even said the first time he got busy with Melania was on his plane. He's in there. The problem is, and this is what I believe, the problem is that there's a lot of Democrats in there too.
Yeah.
And they really wanted to go out there and splash the Democrats. But when they started looking at all the Democrats, it was like, hey, wait a minute. There's some people I know that's Republican. I can't let that. Oh, my name. Oh, man. I'm in glitter on this motherfucker. No, we can't release that. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh.
Hey, Wizzo. He told the guy Patel and the FBI. No, he didn't tell her, but was it Pam Bondi? One of his people told him to go through there in them files and scrub Trump's name from the file.
Pam Bondi?
Bondi. Go through there and look, when they showed the file, man.
Damn it!
Damn, Rico! Shit!
I'm gonna call him Pop Lock and Rico.
Yeah. Shit. With that
so much stuff redacted, it wasn't nothing but paper and
there you go. He had to eat something to get the Wi-Fi working. Eat food to get the Wi-Fi working.
They showed a redacted file of it. Everything. It was just paper with black lines through over everything.
Yeah.
Damn. His name in there. I'm sorry, Coach. Yeah. I agreed you all night until you said that BS right there.
All right, let me say this right quick. Hey, to all of the viewers out there that's watching that, hey, I appreciate you guys' support wholeheartedly. If you following Paul Wizzo on YouTube, just make sure you go on and hit that follow button. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, hey, the link is in the description or strolling across the bottom of the screen. I appreciate all of your support. Let me ask you guys this, and I'm going to come to Coach first. Epstein's girlfriend, what was her name? That just got moved to Bryan College Station?
Elaine.
Okay. She said Trump name not in the files.
Of course she's going to say that.
So why she going to say that, Coach? Why she going to say that?
Trying to get that part. Now, back to Rico, I say he wasn't on the Epstein list. I say he wasn't.
That's what I'm talking about. The Epstein list is the files everybody want. Yeah.
Remember, they pulled a whole bunch of stuff from that dude's mansion.
Yeah.
New York. So he's
it's
on
okay.
somewhere. But
it's okay, Coach.
That thing's long gone. It has no credibility now.
Right.
Oh,
ask King Charles' cousin about that list.
Damn.
Look, you know they disowned that one guy who was hanging out with Epstein. They don't disown him, but he can't be on. Like he ain't. You know, they put his ass in the back for over in London. The Prince something. I forgot whichever one it was. Yeah, he laid in the back. Now they find out he messed with them little girls. Yeah.
Not just mess with him. The girl just committed suicide.
Oh, she killed herself?
He raped one of them. She won everything.
Wow.
But she was so messed up behind that island, she ended up ending her life behind it. So there's a lot of big players on that list.
Damn. For Coach, is it how much time you got, Coach?
Let's rock, man.
All right, cool. All right, because I want to go to Rico right quick. I want to see what Rico had on his list right quick. And but Coach, make sure, because I want to make sure you get some closing comments before you get out of here. Rico, what you got on your list you want to throw at us?
I was just gonna tell you about earlier. Stephen Miller, he owns a company called Plantier. Mm-hmm. They own that got the defense contracts for all of that ICE stuff. That 50 or whatever billion defense, what they put in a defense contract, all that went to that company that he owned. They just recycling the money. Yeah. That's all they doing. They just recycling. And I guarantee you, Trump like, no, you better give me a billion of that shit. Yeah, I got you. That's all they doing. Cutting side deals behind the doors. We ain't no fool.
Let me ask y'all this, since you mentioned that, but was it George W. Bush? Which one was the last Bush that got out?
W.
George
was
W.
Cheney.
Okay, didn't Cheney do the same thing with KBR
Yes.
when they went over
Absolutely.
there and got all of the contracts? And I
Yes.
think it was a big suit because I used to work for KBR. I met Chocolate Buddha through there and stuff like that. So, and the thing that gets me is you have all these broke down po ass Republicans, MAGA guys. They can't see it, or either they just don't care. They just want they got in there no matter what, and they can't see that these guys are steady getting richer while your ass is getting poor. And I'm gonna say it just like that. You know, I'm like, I don't know. They just don't care, or they just want they guy off in there that bad. Rico, what's up?
I've thought about that, especially like on our side and the white people side. For me, I think they are dumb as hell, and here's the reason why.
Damn.
Because you got to be some kind of stupid and dumb. If someone to tell you you hate them so much, you be willing to suffer just like them. You do. You see what I'm saying? They life would get better if they would vote Democrat, but you vote Republican every single time. You literally vote. You gotta be stupid or uneducated, like illiterate or something. Who does that shit? I used to wonder, like, who the dumbest? Some Democrats that always vote. I mean, black people that vote Democrat. And when I know what I know, but then I thought, no, it's them white people because they vote for basically for them to die sooner, not get any money and stay trailer park trade messing with their little sisters. They literally vote for this. They got to be the stupidest some bitches on the planet Earth to have your life can stay like this as long as you don't let them niggas get it. Yeah.
Damn. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna open up the comments. Rico froze with his eyes open and shit. With that neck thing on.
There you go.
I finished with they say they life okay as long as you don't let them niggas get it. We gonna stay poker. We gonna stay poker. We hate y'all that much. Like how stupid you gotta be. Ain't that crazy?
Let me turn it back to my last thing that I want to got. That I want to have. I got that I have. Going back to the Pete Hegseth speech in Trump. Is there anything in there that we agree with, or is it just that we just don't like him that much because maybe he's stupid, maybe he's this, maybe he's that? So is there anything, because I'm sure all of us watched that, so is there anything in there that we agree with? And let me come to Chocolate Buddha first. Chocolate Buddha, is there anything that Pete said that we agree with?
Well, this is a hard fucking thing to say because the majority of the shit was bullshit. So if I had to squeeze out a minuscule piece that I can say I can agree with, I will agree that our soldiers need to be more fit. And I'm gonna stop it right there because the shit he said before that and after that is total bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stay on our soldiers need to be fit. Now, when I say our soldiers need to be fit, that means everything from hot yoga to massage therapy, all that shit needs to be included to make sure we had the best fighting force. This shit about him talking about going out and banging each other upside the head with rocks and doing push-ups is not going to cut it. So if I had to squeeze out one little thing that I can agree with this motherfucker with, our soldiers do need to be fit. But we got to provide the ability for them to be fit, just like we do for the NFL, just like we do for any professional sports league. That's the military. We are professional fitness motherfuckers, and we just can't be doing this shit like Rico and I grew up with, going out there damaging our body and just taking some damn Motrin and some water and wonder why at fucking 55 and shit we can't move like we used to.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only little piece I give them. The rest of it, bullshit. The Porsche flames.
That was it for me too. I was just gonna say, man, that I was gonna say the fitness standard. Like people, I don't believe people that's overweight and you can't pass a tape test and PT test, you shouldn't be in the military. I agree with that. That was it. Nothing else in between. That was it for me too.
Okay. Coach, as a civilian, you know, you and I, so is there anything that you agree with in Pete's speech?
There's one thing, and I'm very lukewarm on it. I got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That was the statement he made as far as I'm trying to think. I can't remember exactly how I said, but what I took from it was as they get ready to F these people in the position that they work for because they don't adhere to his standards, they're going to allocate them to different resources. So you
Mm.
To what?
screw them at the end of the day. So my initial thing was you can't just kick them right out of the military. They bust their ass to get to where they're at. But what are you going to do with them? What type of assignments are you going to give them as you try to push them out?
Right. Okay. Okay. Chocolate Buddha, I'm kind of right there where you were thinking about the fitness. Like I say again, I am a civilian and I've never been in. I've seen some of the soldiers that I've seen because I'm close to Fort Hood, Fort Cavassa, or whatever they want to call it now, and I see some of them now, and I'll be like, damn. But again, I don't know, so I can't really just say. I'll go ahead.
I blame that on the fucking leadership. Again, you can't give soldiers mission after mission after mission and expect them to be able to do this shit on their own. Now, I'm an old Fort Bragg soldier, so we used to do PT twice, sometimes 3 times a day because that's our thing. When we show up somewhere, just like Rico was saying, active duty. Oh, we opening up that can of whoop ass. But the way the missions have been going now, they want these soldiers to deploy to these cities, go to this, do all these other little trainings and stuff. But when it comes to physical fitness, they're not giving them the time that they need to do this, and they're not giving them the resources. You just can't wake up and become a fit soldier. This
Right.
shit is trained. This shit is from people that know how to do it to give you that. And unfortunately, I know when I got out, we had a lot of people that was like, "Hey, fuck PT. You do it on your own, and if you fail, that's your fault." And I say no. If any soldier, just like all those soldiers that went up to Chicago from Texas, everybody making fun of them being big and shit, I say don't point at them fucking soldiers. Show me who their leader is.
Yep.
That's what my problem is. If the leaders are not making it so they can get trained and not just saying, oh, we're going to kick them out because they're not making weight, you're failing as the fucking leader. And I say that with 20 years behind my fucking belt.
Yep. No,
I
he's
feel
right.
that
It's always
passion.
going to be leadership. It's going to be anything wherever the soldiers fail. If your soldiers fail, it's your fault. It's the leader's fault. I guarantee you, they leaders fat as hell too. They set the standard.
Yeah.
Or they fit and don't care.
Right.
Wow.
They,
So-
they fit and they fucking leave. They go to Planet Fitness and shit. And then they come over and say, yeah, we need to kick you out because you didn't make weight. What did you do, leader, to make sure they did weight? Did you even give them training after they failed, or you just said, oh, they can't hack it, so let's just get rid of them?
Yep.
It comes back to a real leader.
Right.
Yep.
So to say this right here, Chocolate Buddha and Rico, from when you guys went through wait a minute, did I lose coach?
Yeah. He just
There
left.
you go.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. So let me say this right here. So Rico and Chocolate Buddha, when you guys went through and y'all were in the fields, could you have your cell phone? Could you have all of the luxuries to order? Hold on, Chocolate Buddha, wait. To get food Ubered to you while you out into the fields. So is today's military too soft compared to the way you guys come through there like that then? Because I've heard some guys say that today's military is a lot weaker and back then it was a lot stronger. So Chocolate Buddha, could y'all have phones and shit like that when y'all was in the field?
Well, I got to tell my age. Back in my day, cell phones didn't exist. we had these A drops, these mag drops, and we'd go out to this remote place to hook up a motherfucking dial-in phone and make a call. And we had pieces delivered out to the field. But the difference was back then we didn't have all these other online requirements and shit. We had certain requirements, certain classes we had to do, and goddamn 6:30 to 7:30 was fucking PT.
Yeah.
We made a point to be fit to fight. Nowadays, we have a lot of leaders, they don't understand training as we fight, like Rico was saying. We train as we fight. They only understand, oh, we got these missions, we need to do this assignment, we got to do this detail, fuck your family, you got to go over here. And as far as fitness, if you're fit, you're good. If you're not, well, fuck you, fatty. We just gonna circle X you until we have to kick you out. They're not paying attention to the total soldier concept. this is something that Rico and I don't mean to speak for you, Rico, but we got out about the same time. You retired 2007. I retired 2008. So we had to come in about the same time.
No.
I'm not saying
I retired in 2018.
Oh, 18. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay. Rico might have had a cell phone, y'all, but I didn't.
I did have one. That's why my reply was gonna be different from yours.
Okay, so now we gonna come to your reply, and then we're gonna get ready to get some closing comments here in a little bit. Go ahead, Rico.
Look, I just turned 50 September 4th.
Okay.
Hey, look, when I was in, we had it was cell phones, but it was way stricter. During like when we're in the field training, you can't have your phone during the duty day because, like we said before, we train as we fight. You're not gonna have a cell phone when you're at war. When the mission is over for the day or whatever mission you have for that day, you could go get your phone. You better.
He done froze up on Rico. You got to keep eating to keep the Wi-Fi going, man.
Feed the Wi-Fi, Rico. Feed
I
the
get caught with it
Wi-Fi.
while you. I stopped talking. But we couldn't have them doing while we was training in the field. Like we could have them in the field, but not when we're on our mission, like when we're at war, because we train as we fight. Basically, at nighttime, when on our downtime, you could use your phone. That was it. During the day, all we had was play dominoes or spades. But it wasn't no order no damn pizza. I ain't never did that. Order no pizza and no food. They ordering pizza out to the field.
Man, I'm gonna say this right quick, and then I gotta come to Coach. I know for a fact that they a Uber Eats person that I know delivered something to them, and they couldn't go too far down the range in Fort Hood because it was where they was shooting or whatever and stuff. So they dropped it, and the soldiers came and got it. But let me come to Coach right quick. So, Coach, as a civilian, do you think that the military guys, when they out in the fields training, should have a cell phone?
While they training? Nah.
Yeah.
During PT, as they stated, they should, but not while they training. I don't have my phone when I'm in my business meetings. I got to pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, because you're dealing with life or death, like for real. They shouldn't. You're dealing with life or death, like seriously, including their own.
Right.
Gotcha. I gotta say this, man, because the one thing about a soldier is there's a will, there's a way. Now in 1988, even though we didn't have cell phones, when we're out on those missions out in the middle of nowhere near Fort Bragg, we can go to an area, we call them mag drops, and we can hook up phones, dial in, call the pizza place, and this is basically around certain places like Fort Bragg. We can give the pizza delivery guy 8-digit coordinates, and they would drop that pizza off where we told them to get it at.
Wow. So the pizza,
but that might not be everywhere else, but I'm gonna tell you, at Fort Bragg in 1988, we was getting our pizza out the fucking field.
Hey, that pizza guy was a veteran because he knew land nav.
Yeah, that's all.
He knew land navigation.
Look,
that's the only way you find an 8-digit grid.
Look, you might get a pizza delivery guy or a car salesman that was goddamn Delta Force or Special Forces around Fort Bragg. We built different. But what I'm saying is there was a will, there's a way, but we still stayed fit to fight. Because even with that pizza and shit, we were still doing 12.5-mile ruck march. Yeah. We're still running 2 miles a day, sometimes with boots on. We still expected to deliver because unlike other places at Fort Bragg, especially the 82nd, we had to be able to be anywhere on the planet in 18 hours, ready to kick ass. Not just show up the stage, jump out the fucking plane, unalive some people, and come back. That's what our job was.
Damn, that's what's up. And before, Coach, I'm going to get ready to come to you for closing comments. But before I do, hey, to the viewers that's out there watching right now, hey, look, I appreciate you guys. Support wholeheartedly. And if you're watching this from Facebook, go on and follow Paul Wizzo. I appreciate it. If you watch it on YouTube, maybe you catch the live now or maybe you catch it later. Go on, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell. So when you get a notification whenever we post, because, hey, on Wizzo Talk, you never know what you're going to get. We come uncut and we come unedited. And everyone speaks freely and openly here. So I appreciate you guys' support wholeheartedly. Coach, what you got on the closing comments, Coach?
As always, man, I always have a great time coming on here. For me, I would tell people, and I tell my podcast team, podcast is therapeutic for me. I have a bad day, podcast can lift it up for me.
Yeah.
And coming on here with you brothers, y'all always gonna kick some knowledge. Y'all gonna put something in my head. I'm a thinker at the end of the day. I gotta have something put in my head in order to to get to that point in my my thought process.
Yeah.
Wizzo, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
When you reached out to me, he said, "Hey man, I got a spot open. If you're available," I'm like, "Shit, I'm there. Why do Wizzo? Your shit like the bat signal. When that bitch come up in the air, I'm there, man. I'm going. Anytime you need me, I'm available. I appreciate you brothers, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. And if any of y'all watching this, if you like sports, come holler at your boy. We do stuff 3 nights a week. We finna go live as soon as I get off here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like them people said, they took a job.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all log on, follow Coach them over there, because I pop in sometime. I don't know a lot about sports, but they be cracking me up over there. So, hey, you guys, y'all make sure y'all go over there and check him out. I met Coach in person and really appreciate it because he always answer that call. If he don't have anything going, he is here, and I appreciate you for that, Coach. So thank you. I know you may have to jet off while these guys are giving their closing comments, but hey, we got you though.
Appreciate you, brother, for y'all service. I have a good one.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's what's up. Rico, what's you got on your closing comments there, brother?
Can I ask Buddha something before we go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, how did you feel about the base commander at Bragg declining the orders to go to Seattle? They tried to send 82nd to Seattle, to Portland, not Seattle, to Portland. And the commander at Bragg told him no.
Yeah,
they're not taking them orders. They're not going.
That made me proud to know that even if he might have voted for Trump, mission is first. And part of our job as active duty soldiers is to go forward to engage the enemy, not to be on our soil battling with the citizens that we swore to protect. So that's what everybody should be doing as far as active duty. Nobody should be doing this shit. The National Guard, it's probably going to be some lawsuits to come up because they're not supposed to be deployed anyway, but the president is overstepping his reach. I think, bottom line up front, he did us proud for Fort Bragg soldiers because that's what we built on. We're built to be apolitical, fit to fight, and to be America's Guard of Honor. And that was America's Guard of Honor statement right there to say, no, we're not doing it. It's an unlawful order. I'm not doing it.
That actually, when I saw that, it actually gave me hope because it let me know that there are still leaders in the military that's not for what he's doing, and we need those people in there. So not all hope is lost, and good gonna always win. So it made me feel a lot better knowing that we have those leaders like that are still in.
That's
but
what's up.
I'll go and do my closing remarks if you
hold up a second before you do that. Chocolate Buddha, did we get all your meat off the bone, or did you have something else on your page? Because I don't know how much time Rico got, but I mean, we got some time, but I know Coach had to go.
No, man, I ain't gonna go into all that shit, man, because it's probably gonna get me fired.
Okay. Well, don't do it then. Okay, let's go to Rico for closing comments then. Rico, what you got?
Hey, to everyone around America and in this country, we are coming to a time right now where we are literally every day we are making history. We are making history. And it's time for y'all to decide which side of history that you want to be on. Some people are living in denial, thinking that what's to come will never happen, but it is happening and it is coming. It's happening every single day. Start preparing your family. Men, start preparing to protect your families. Your children, talk to your children about it. Talk to your family members about it, because if what I believe comes, that's going to happen, it's going to be fast, and not everybody is going to make it. The people that are prepared will make it. This is real. This is real. It's not theater. Prepare. I pray for y'all.
That's what's up. And y'all, I just checked my notes, and Henry, I don't know if you're watching it now, but I got your message late. I apologize for that. I see where you said that you were down to be on the podcast, but I had already then just went past that, and I just got the message. So again, I apologize for that. Hopefully we'll get you on the next podcast or something like that. So Chocolate Buddha, what you got in closing comments?
My closing comments is this. Keep believing that there's good people out there. I know that The administration right now is talking loud. They got a lot of shit going on that's pissing everybody off, but there's more people that believe in equality. There's more people that believe in diversity. There's more people that believe in doing the right thing than kissing up and placating for the wrong thing. Remember that when you go to the polls. Remember that when you're looking out for each other in the street. Because just like Rico said, they are trying to do some shit. But I still have a belief of we the people. And even though Hegseth has that tattooed on his arm, he don't understand what that means. When we say we the people, that preamble to the Constitution, that means everybody in America. I don't care if you're black, white, Italian, gay, straight, whatever. If you believe in a United States of America and the big part is united, stand up for that shit. Let them talk their shit, but you show actions better than words. Look out for each other and make sure we're moving forward, not just out here on the podcast, but in those polls and with each other. Because as loud as they talking right now, they ain't got shit on the majority of the people that's hardworking, and the only thing they want to do is take care of their fucking family and have some money to spend on each other. So for all of you out there that feel like you by yourself, you're not. For all of you that feel that, hey, I'm a white person, but I don't go for Trump, I see you. Stand up and be noticed. Don't let somebody make you cower out because they got the fucking megaphone right now. Because they're not going to have it forever.
Nope.
And motherfuckers like us, we got your back. Believe
Hey, I'm
it.
only done like this for about 6 months. Hey,
Yeah, we'll want you doing shit with that neck thing on. We want
hey, I don't
you
even leave the house. I had to leave the house earlier today with look, my shit. Look, I'm on them damn Tylenol 3s right now. Dude, that's why I was sweating. That shit be having me hot. Hey, I'm scared. I'm fragile right now. Yeah.
Hey, to the viewers that's watching, you know, whether you're watching it now, watching later, we was talking with Rico and Chocolate Buddha, both 20+ year veterans, you know, and we was talking about the main topic was the Pete Hegseth speech. And as always, we always talk a lot of other things what in that topic, but we covered, you know, a great deal of stuff. So, you know, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. We had Big Poke Dog was supposed to be on here with us, which is another veteran, but he had to work late. At least he sent me the message, so I appreciate him for that. And as again, I say, Henry, I apologize for not getting you on this podcast. Hopefully, we'll get you on another one. He's been making some comments off in the chat on Wizzo Talk. And as always, if you're watching it now or you watching it later, hey, you'd like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, hey, send me a message and we'll get you on. Just send it to me way in advance, because I usually try to schedule podcasts every week or every other week or something like that, mostly around 6 o'clock on a Wednesday, Central Standard Time. But again, once you hit that notification bell, then you'll get a notification whenever we go live. Chocolate Buddha, I appreciate you. You know, I know you hope personally. I've worked with you in Iraq, me as a civilian, and you was a civilian at that time. I got to meet you. Hey, and we've had a good time. And that was back in like 2006, 7 or something like that. And we've been keeping in contact. I remember you talking about the hip hop soda shop and a lot of different things that you was doing. And I've had a chance to meet Rico in person in Colleen, Fort Cavassa, whatever, when I was out, because I swing dance. So I was out there and I got a chance to meet Rico. For some reason, I thought he was about 6 foot tall, and he about 5 foot, something like my short ass. I say,
5'8", 5'8", baby, on a good day.
Rico got that big talk, boy.
Yeah.
Rico got that big talk.
Yeah. But I appreciate it. Really enjoyed meeting. And Chocolate Buddha, one more thing I want you to talk about before we get out of here is the memorial, because I always like to touch base with you about that survivor memorial, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here.
Man, I appreciate that. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. This Friday marks the 5-year anniversary of the Survivors Memorial being in existence. Now, for those that don't know, the Survivors Memorial is the first permanent structure dedicated to survivors of sexual violence. This is important to me because my last 6 years in the military, I was equal opportunity advisor and victim advocate for the Sexual Assault Prevention and Response Program. So I'm doing a documentary on it. The documentary is supposed to come out this year, but because of life changes, I'm still working on that. And hopefully we'll be able to do a show on it when I actually get it put together. But thank you for giving me that time, and remember the survivors out there, y'all. Not just the survivors of sexual violence, but the families of survivors, because they all go through this. And this idiot that's in fucking the War Department, as he likes to call it, still fucking Secretary of Defense. They're trying to wipe that shit out.
Yeah.
No doubt. Well, hey, Chocolate Buddha, hey, we appreciate the work you're doing out there. I've watched you interview some ladies on there also. So, hey, we appreciate you. So keep it on. And hopefully one day we'll get you and some other ones on Wizzo Talk. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. And to everybody that's watching now, this is your boy Paul Wizzo.